guys, this is Gail with Gail's Southern Living. Today I'm going to do episode number 7 of Gail's Tales. This is part 2 of the traveling segment because the video was getting too long and I wanted to cut that off so it would be in 8-minute increments basically. So I want to dedicate this episode to Country Mama Musings, Alicia. Her link will be in the description box. Okay, so I'm going to continue on. Today, I'm going to talk about Montana. So I went to Montana to visit Niecy. I had wanted to go there since I was about 19 or 20 years old, so a long, long time. It had been on my list a long time. I finally scratched it off many, many years later. My mother actually went on the trip with us. We did travel in the car for this trip. This was when the sickness had started, and a lot of the places you had to wear the mask for extended periods of time. So we did visit the Dolly Mansion. I think I'm saying it right. Dolly Mansion or Dolly Mansion. That was pretty cool. Hubby and Mr. Handsome and Z and myself went up to a real high place there, and hubby and Mr. Handsome got on the flume. I think it's called a flume. I wouldn't get anywhere near it because I don't like heights. As a matter of fact, Z tried to go over there with them, and I had to grab him, and he got really mad at me, but I was trying to protect him, and I know Niecy would be happy that I kept him from that, but he was going to blindly follow them over there, and I didn't want him to fall. You know, I mean, that would be awful. That would be a terrible, terrible memory. So we had a great time in Montana. The cabin that Niecy lives in is gorgeous. The scenery is gorgeous. There's animals everywhere. We went to a bison national park, or I don't know exactly what they called it, but we went there and we visited a few different things. We had a great time. We had some great meals together, great laughs together, great memories, pictures and stuff like that. It was before I had started taping for YouTube, so I don't have videos of it. But I am probably going to be visiting there sometime next year when Niecy has her surgery. So I'm sure I will stack up on some videos at that time, and I'll be posting those. So, let's see. Also, I used to live in Rhode Island, but I also went back and visited Rhode Island a few times. One of my favorite places to visit there was Newport, Rhode Island. And in Newport, there were lots of different mansions. One of them was the Breakers Mansion. One was the Vanderbilt Mansion. And one was the Salve Regina University is also a mansion. And if you remember the old movie True Lies, the scene where Arnold Schwarzenegger is dancing with Jamie Lee Curtis was in the Salve Regina University mansion. So, also, I was in a wedding. I was a bridesmaid in a wedding at Salve Regina. Most beautiful wedding I've ever seen, and I was actually in it. It was gorgeous. We had these very light blue dresses, and we had, you know, the perfect shoes, pearls, hair was up, everything was beautiful and perfect. It was gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. They also had beautiful shops in Newport. Great shopping, great souvenir places, great eating places, great drinking places if that's your thing. If you're planning on going to Rhode Island, Newport should definitely be on your list, definitely. One of my favorite beaches was the Narragansett Beach, and when I very first moved there, I lived in East Greenwich, Rhode Island, and then later I moved to North Kingstown, Rhode Island, and Narragansett Beach was the closest beach to me. So that's where we used to go most, and it was so much fun. And my friend Kim and I, we used to go and sunbathe on the rocks with our little jam box radio. It was so cool. Also, I visited Utah twice. Both times was on a mission trip. They had some really cool rock formations there. That's one of the things they're kind of known for. And it took a while to climb up that rock. So when I finally got up there, I actually carved my name in the rocks up there. And there was lots of carvings, not just mine, with somebody's knife that was up there at the top. It was in our church group. And we also visited the Blue Hole. Don't have a lot of information about that. It was really cool. I did not personally jump into the water there. I just kind of made videos and pictures and kind of just got my feet wet. That's pretty much what I did there. And in Utah, their rules about fireworks are very, very lenient, right? So we were at a picnic and there were literally kids lighting fireworks in the street, kids. But it was really cool because everywhere you went, there were fireworks. People were lighting fireworks up everywhere. I mean, I never seen a state in my life where, there were fireworks laws that were that lenient, where kids were literally lighting fireworks in the street. It was cool. I'm surprised the place didn't burn down, but it was awesome to see. It was a great place. So we would do these vacation Bible studies in the park, and the parents would actually let their kids come and do this Bible study, and we would have a snack and do a craft, and I was just always shocked that the parents would actually let their kids come and participate, but they did. Also visited Arizona. I went to the Grand Canyon there, and that was beautiful. I remember the day we were driving, we were going to the Grand Canyon. I had all 4 members of our family wearing blue shirts because I wanted it to be cohesive for a family portrait. So we have that picture still to this day. I remember eating at the place Waldo Barbecue. And actually we visited Arizona twice. So we ate at Waldo Barbecue both times. They had really good barbecue, and we actually bought barbecue sauce to bring home both times that we visited there. We also went up the side of the mountain to Tortilla Flat. They had a museum there and some cute shops. It was just a real cool place, a lot of little places to take pictures. We took some funny pictures. We also went up there with Nisi, one of the 2 times that we visited there. So, and it was really scary to get up there because, of course, I'm afraid of heights. But I actually did it twice, believe it or not. Also visited New Mexico. And while I was there, they had the hot air balloons. And they were everywhere. They were gorgeous. You could be sitting in the parking lot of the hotel, grocery store, convenience store, any parking lot, and you could watch them. There was an actual site where you could pay to go. But there was no need. They were everywhere. So, you didn't have to pay. The whole town was full of it. It was all a big air show. Also visited the world's largest tram while I was there. And I'm afraid of heights, but I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it. So I did it. We had to wait for a while to get on it. And so we're at the bottom, we get on. It's actually made of glass, so you can see through it. You are so totally far above these trees, right? So you're thinking if you fall, you're probably dead on impact. But if not, probably a grizzly bear is going to eat you, right? So you're just on these cables and you're in this clear thing. And the hardest part of all of it was when you get up at the top, you have to step off of that glass thing onto the thing for this overlook thing, right? Then when you're done with it all, you have to step back on that thing and go back down. So literally you're riding that thing twice. That was crazy. But anyway, it was one of my top 5 moments of my life was riding the tram in New Mexico. So I want to always remember that. I'm telling the story to you guys, but also it's a vlog for my family. God forbid anything ever happened to me. People could listen to my stories from years to come, and they would hear about the things that meant a lot to me. So my traveling and going on trips is part of me. It's something I look forward to every year. And this year we are going to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, possibly Gatlinburg, and maybe a couple other places. We are firming up the details on that trip. We do already have our hotel set up and all that. So I will be starting my packing process here pretty soon. So we decided to go ahead and go in April since the gas prices are getting crazy right now. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Gail's Tales about my trips. And if you have any questions, if any of these places are somewhere you're going to visit, you have questions, just let me know and I will tell you all the cool places to go. Have a great day. Be blessed. Do something kind, guys. Bye.